Well, I mean, obviously for first day of training. Fortunately, early this morning, we already put away on Sunday. We already put away the last game. We started to focus on Seattle moving forward. Obviously, we took a difficult result this weekend, which is hard to take because of the score. In general, I'm not all that displeased with the team. I think the team made a good effort, but obviously, you never want to lose, and especially that way. So we have to keep working harder.
So, Mister, what was the main emphasis on today's practice and why?
Today's emphasis on practice was to play as quickly as possible. I think we had a little difficult time in the last game breaking Kansas City's pressure in the middle of the field. And it wasn't so much breaking it, but it was finding the open space after we completed the first pass. We showed that on video a little bit. I think the players are becoming more and more familiar with that. And so, this week, most of the training is going to be about playing quickly, playing fast, and finding open space on the opposite side.
Tab, it was reported last week, Christian Dyer, that Christian Ramirez was, they inquired about Christian Ramirez to Houston Dynamo. You guys said no. Are you guys open to moving players still or adding more players before the end of the transfer season?
What was the question? Christian Ramirez,
Yeah,
what?
Christian Ramirez was rumored to, or purported to have interest from Atlanta, have
Oh,
inquired with the
I
Dynamo. Are you looking to move players still if there's interest, or even add some more players before the transfer window closes?
to my knowledge, that's not the case. To my knowledge, Atlanta did not inquire about Christian Ramirez. And so, I mean, look, obviously, as long as the window is open, you never know what can happen with any team. But as far as I know, there's been no inquiries.
Tab, you guys got Darwin back for at least the last half hour of the game on Saturday night. How good was it to get him back out there and start to reintegrate him on the game field?
I think from a confidence standpoint, I think it's good for the full team to see him on the field. Obviously, Darwin hasn't played a game in about I think almost 5 months, right? 4 or 5 months. So it's a long time to be out of competition, and I think it's not going to be an easy transition from not playing to all of a sudden playing. Additionally, the rest of the team has been playing through preseason, so they've gotten those games, and he's missed those as well. And so he's got a lot of catching up to do. But we're really happy to have him on the field.
Anything else?
I did want to get your thoughts on the RGV game. I don't know if you caught some of it. And then if there's a clarification on Ronaldo Pena, he was sent down, but he was never seen in the 18th in the game against Los Toros.
Yeah, so the RGV game, I haven't seen it yet. Obviously, I know the result. I also know that we had some difficulty with, I think, some visas and some paperwork. So I know that we didn't have a full team there. But in general, that's all I know about the team. I know I'm pleased with the work that we're doing combined between the two teams. I speak to Jerson quite often, and so I'm very familiar with all the players and what we have there. So I'm pleased with that. In terms of the Ronaldo situation, I think he, obviously made a mistake, broke a team rule, and he has to deal with the consequences of that. That's all I can say about that.
Hey, coach, this Dynamo, they are very good at home, no doubt about that. If you look at their history, Dynamo pick points, good points at home, but not picking points on the road has, been a problem for them, and it has cost several managers their job, And against Sporting KC, fans were a little bit frustrated because I covered MLS from the fans' perspective, for their emotions. And a little, some fans are a little bit frustrated the way the team plays, not being able to go for the second and final ball and other factors that made them to go down 4-0. What changes when the team play at home and on the road?
No, well, I mean, I agree with you that this has been the case over the years. However, the way this game started wasn't necessarily painting that picture. I think we went, as you could see from the game, if you saw the first 25 minutes, we went to try to win the game. Their first goal was in a clear offsides that they called, and it was on their first shot on goal. I think we got to the 25th minute. Kansas City, I think, had 2 shots on goal and 2 goals, and I think at that time we had 4 or 5 shots. So we certainly came out to win the game. Unfortunately, they were able to score on the first 2 shots they took on net, and of course, then after that the game opens up. But I think if you see the attitude of the team, it was never to go out there and not get points. I mean, we went to Kansas City, by the way, a very difficult place to play where very few teams win, but we went there to win the game. And I think that's clear when you watch the beginning of the game that that's what we went after. In the end, we lost the game. In the end, we took a bad result because, you obviously don't want to lose 4-0 to anybody. But for me, it's just 3 points that we didn't get. So whether it would have been 1-0 or 4-0, we tried to get back in the game the whole time. That's why we put Darwin in the game. Because if I would have been worried about losing 4-0, then I would have added a defender. But that's not what we did. We tried to get back in the game, and we had very good chances in the second half to cut it to 2-1, including 2 shots from inside the box that we couldn't convert on. And that's the way it goes. We couldn't get back in it. But I'm pleased with the change of attitude of the team in terms of it's Kansas City, we're going to go win. It's Colorado next week, we're going to go win. And wherever we go, we're going to go win the game.